Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Hey, we're back at it with, we're not reviewing the Beacon. We've already reviewed the Beacon. We're not reviewing the Beacon. But we are going to review or just speak about 5 bottles with a asterisk at the end that potentially can compete to be the #1 whiskey of the year. So everyone's saying thus far for new releases, right? I'm not talking about like, something that came out previous years, but I'm talking about for new releases of 2025. Everyone, and I mean almost everyone, is saying that by far the Beacon is the #1 whiskey of 2025. Everyone's saying that, right? But I'm going to give you 5 options. Again, I'm going to end it with an asterisk, right? I'm going to give you 5 options with an asterisk that you might consider as potential competition. Fair? All right. But before we dive into this, a couple updates for the channel. Barrel picks. Wow. So we just, let's see, early this week, I picked a River Roots, which was amazing. Later next week, I'm actually going down to Virginia, down to where Sherritt is located with Jay West, and we're doing a barrel pick with the Reveries. And then like in 2 to 3 weeks, myself and Mr. Judge, we're going out to Kentucky, and we're doing a couple barrel picks out there with some patrons as well. So we're having a blast. Our goal, we are setting up for 2026. So setting up the Bourbon Judge community for 2026 with some epic and amazing barrels of whiskey. All right, back to competition. I love competition. Who doesn't love competition? So again, everyone thinks Beacon is going to be the #1 whiskey of 2025. The question is, are there other options? So I want everyone out there, as I'm going through these, drop a comment, let me know, Judge, yes, potentially it could be a challenge for Beacon, or hell no. Drop me a comment along the way, right? Cool. And then also make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get a notification each and every time I release new content. All right. So #1, these are just ones that, these are ones I should say that what I think of, right? If I miss any, please, again, drop a comment. But these are ones that I think of, and a lot of people in my broader whiskey community have reached out and said, Judge, I really think X can compete with Beacon as the #1 whiskey of 2025. So I'm going to give you my 5. Let me know about the list. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of them. Cool? All right. #1 on the list. So #1 comes from a heavy hitter, right? A big brand. This was a splash in 2025 and one that I loved and the whiskey community loves as well, right? Age statement, not too far off from the Beacon. Beacon is a blend of 16 and 10, so let's call it like 13 and a half, if you will. This one's right there. #1, Jack Daniel's 14. Yes, JD 14. I mean, we're talking about Jack Daniel's 14, right? The limited edition. I mean, this bottle, this brand itself can definitely stand, with any of the big boys out there. This is a true, absolutely, and a fantastic bottle of whiskey. One that myself and most people out there truly love. So Jack 14, side by side, saying, we can stand up to the Beacon. Hey, I would agree with that. It's right there. It is definitely right there. That's #1. #2. So what's #2 on the list, Judge, and why? #2 came up. This is a brand that, honestly, people love this brand big time, including myself, right? I love their whiskey. I have way too much of their whiskey in my collection, but I love the brand. I love the ownership as well. So #2 on the list. I don't have the full bottle yet. That is headed to me. But #2, Found North Goldfinch. So that's #2 as a potential competitor of whiskey of the year up against the Beacon. Hey, just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. We shall see. All right. Judge, what is #3 and why? So #3, oh man, this brand is definitely probably one of my favorite brands as a whole. This whiskey comes out, I think, pretty much every year, and it's a special pour. It's one where you pour it, let it sit for at least 20 to 30 minutes, Let it just air out. When it's just near your nose, as you start to nose it, it's so inviting. The pour is nice and clean, and it's one that most of us, I should say, not everyone, right? But most of us truly love. And I felt this year's was a fantastic and truly an epic bottle of whiskey. #3, the Michter's 10-year bourbon. Woo! Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, folks, Michter's 10-year bourbon year after year is a staple. It's one that just just hits home. Really hits home. All right, real quick, as I take a sip of whiskey, 3 quick easy favors again. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, drop me a comment. Let me know thus far, how am I doing, right? According to myself, as well as other fellow whiskey enthusiasts out there. Are any of these potential candidates to beat Beacon as the #1 whiskey of the year? And then last but not least, please make sure you all subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get notification each and every time I release new content. Cool? All right. Cheers. A little bit of Michter right there. All right. Woo. That is perfect. God, I love that pour. Number 4. Oh, man. Number 4 just came out. Not just came out. In like the last month or two. Just came out in the last month or two. But it's, I think most people would say that this is truly, it was better than the previous release that they put out with a different age statement. You know where I'm going. Number 4. Knob Creek 21. Oh, man. You want to talk about just a oak bomb, but in a great way. Knob Creek 21 is just fantastic. It is truly a wonderful expression from Knob Creek. It was one where I felt that it's better than the 18, the 15, and honestly even the 12 as well. I think Knob Creek 21 is truly one of those special releases from Knob Creek. I didn't know, honestly, when this one came out, if it was going to be like you were just kind of like sucking on an oak tree, and it's not. It has different like layers to it, different levels of complexity. And Knob Creek 21, I think, is honestly a hell of a bottle. Knob Creek 21. All right, so Judge, you gave me 1, 2, 3, 4. Before I get to number 5, we're going to do things a little bit different today. The Judge changing it up. I'm going to give you the asterisk first, right? So the asterisk for today's episode is going to be BTAC, right? BTAC has some changes this year. They added E.H. Teller to it. George T. Stagg has the hazmat, right? I haven't tried those yet, so potentially those 2 new additions, as well as all the other BTAC items, potentially could, hang in this category, but it's too soon to rate, right? That's usually why I'm putting it as the asterisk for today's episode. I have not had the BTAC for 2025 yet, so it might belong in this category, potentially, but it may not. So we'll leave it at that. Fair? All right. So Judge, what is number 5 and why? So number 5 came out a while ago, and it's funny. We had this pour at the whiskey event I was at, not this week. I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Everyone had a pour of it, and they were like, damn, that is such a good bottle. And it was. Came out a while ago. But number 5, man, oh man, it can stand up to some serious competition. Number 5, none other than Bomberger's PFG. What? Woo! This whiskey is straight fire. I mean, it is so damn good. I have a whiskey event coming up pretty soon in my house, and I think we're gonna go ahead and just crush this. We're gonna finish it out. This was one of the best bottles of whiskey by far of 2025. I'm not saying it's definitely better than Beacon, but it is absolutely up there. Fair? All right. So these are the 5 bottles that myself and a lot of other whiskey enthusiasts out there have said, Judge, I think these potentially could be in the same ballpark as Beacon. Drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear your feedback. All right, my friends, as we say in this courtroom, peace, cheers, most important, salute. Take care. See you guys.